We're spending a year in New Zealand.
And you're coming with us.
I'm Isak.
And I'm Anne.
And this is what we've been up to.
That's been my favorite sunset on the North Island for sure. Let's go to Napier.
I think it's still too windy, so I don't want to risk it.
In this episode, we take the ferry back to the North Island, explore new places,
and almost run out of gas. Again. There's literally no more gas station until basically Taupo. We got up before sunrise to catch the early ferry back to the North Island. We had not been expecting to leave the south this soon, but with our accounts getting emptier and nights getting colder, we felt like it would be a wise decision to make our way towards Auckland in search of work for the winter. Great, thank you.
It looked like he was pushing the car backwards. Morning.
Morning. It's a nice morning.
Just like that, we're leaving the South Island.
Moving towards the north.
The assembly station is located on deck 7, between your lifeboats at the rear of the vessel.
The ferry starts its journey towards Wellington by navigating the Marlborough Sounds out of Picton. This maze of islands was formed by a combination of land subsidence and rising sea levels, essentially comprising the sunken river valleys we see today.
Just about 3 hours after leaving Picton, we could see Wellington appear around the corner.
Welcome to Wellington.
Well, I was very happy that we got to take this morning ferry because last time we went over to the South Island, we went with the night ferry, if you remember. But this morning it was really beautiful and we got some really nice view. Yeah, now we go towards Castle Point, which is on the east coast of the North Island.
Welcome back to Windy Valley. Lovely.
Kuru, kuru, kuru.
Kuru, kuru, kuru. Last time we drove here we were so down because we just lost the drone.
And now we're actually driving the route just past the exact spot where I lost the drone. Okay, so over that ridge is where the drone crashed. And I walked up here to see if it would be possible to do a rematch, but I think it's still too windy, so I don't want to risk it. But it's a really beautiful spot. Like, this road is really beautiful. You can see around. Trying to reach the top of that cliff before the sun gets too low so that the beach is in shadow. But it's a very lovely walk here. A good workout, but I made it to the top. Look at that. on our way back, and I just realized that I forgot my normal glasses, so I only have my sunglasses as the sun is setting. Great.
It's so magical here. Like, that's been my favorite sunset on the North Island for sure.
That was just incredible.
It was so beautiful.
We just expected a quick stop, just running up to that hill, taking a photo and going back, but it ended up being so nice and the sunset was perfect. But now we are in need of finding a camp spot, so we'll see how that goes. We expected to be out of here a bit earlier. So worth it, but we'll see where we end up tonight.
Yes. What's for dinner?
Well, we are struggling a bit to find this freedom camp. It's really in the middle of nowhere. We haven't seen a single other car for quite a while, and it's not even that late. And now we had to open some gate. It looked private, but there was a sign for public toilets, so we had to open like a sheep gate. And now we're driving down this dirt path. See what we find, really.
Looks very abandoned.
It does. I can't imagine there's gonna be a lot of other people here. I think it might be.
Yeah, there's a building, there's a car. Okay. Ladies.
Ah, I think we found it. This is it. There was one other camper here, but it totally feels like you drive onto someone's private property, but then it's just here. So that was cool. Well.
Hello. Welcome back. Good morning. It's a beautiful day.
It sure is. Today we're going to Napier. We're heading out of this campsite, driving 2.5 hours. And in Napier we need to find a library. Or a cafe with some Wi-Fi. Again, we're back at this stuff. Anything you want to say? Let's do it. This gravel road felt a lot further from the main road in the dark, but it's not that far out actually. But it's still weird since you have to open the gate to get there and it totally looks private.
Let's go to Napier. Welcome to Napier. It turns out this place is super cute. It's about to be a holiday here and people are out, it's super nice weather, it's just a total vibe. So we couldn't resist taking it easy and having an afternoon stroll. Maybe looking out for some nice cafe. Napier is known as the Art Deco capital of the world.
Following an earthquake in 1931, fires destroyed large parts of the city's commercial heart.
The city was rebuilt in the style of the era, and by the end of the decade, Napier was the newest city on the globe. Some vegan, like forest cheesecake.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. That looks crazy.
That's so good. Yeah, well, we have had a super nice day in Napier, and we're thinking that tomorrow we're gonna do a loop walk called Bell Rock, and it's just a little walk out quite in the middle of nowhere. And after that we want to drive to Taupo. So we found a DOC campsite that's located about 30 minutes out of Napier on the route towards Bell Rock, and start driving there. And we're 5 minutes from the campsite when we realized that we're kind of low on gas. So we check the next gas station and there's literally no more gas station until basically Taupo. And it's all these small middle of nowhere roads. So now we've had to drive all the way back to Napier to fill up gas, and then we have to drive all the way back to the campsite again. So instead of a 25-minute, 30-minute ride, we end up driving for 1.5 hours. But luckily we get some really nice views on the way, because the sun has just been setting and the moon is full and glowing over there.
Let's try another time.
The following morning, we did a sunrise hike to Bell Rock, where we encountered the strongest winds we have experienced in New Zealand so far. How insane is this? Slightly protected behind this rock here. But it's insane, like, I don't think I've ever experienced wind like that. Our car has something wrong with the battery or the outlet. Like the fridge works and the pump works and the lights work, but we can't really charge stuff anymore. Like it charges, but it's like 1% per day, so it's not really practical. So we can't charge our cameras or drones in the van. Big problem. So yeah, now we're out of batteries on our cameras. But basically we had a very nice hike to Bell Rock, and now we're trying to make it out of here with all these gravel roads. Never ending. We're really far out there, I think, towards Taupo. The river is a bit low, so it's not really that much to swim in. Well, that was not as easy as we thought. It doesn't get much deeper than this because the river is so low. It's insane how low it is. Like, it used to be up to those wooden decks over there. So a good like 1.5 more meters of water, or maybe 2 meters even.
All of that.
Yeah. So
Now we're sitting in the little hole.
yeah, you got a good soak off at least.
Yeah.
No camera batteries, no light batteries. We did a little rig with my headlamp, and having some of our favorite beer.
At least the fridge works.
Yes.
All we need.
Oh yeah. In the next episode, we simply walk into Mordor.
And Isak explores some stinky landscapes.
Basically all the smoke you see is just Earth's farts coming out.